Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show, your one-stop shop for player reviews, starring your host, One Star Weak Foot, and our review specialist, One Star Weak Foot. Good evening, and welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show, your one-stop shop for player reviews. I'm going to be your host today, One Star Weak Foot, and it makes me feel tremendous to see you back on the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, as you can tell by the thumbnail, we are hitting the rewind button to about a week ago when La Liga team of the season was in packs and it was popping. But I overlooked this one player, and I'm sure a lot of you guys at home overlooked this one player, 94 rated Santi Cazorla. And this is what team of the season, in my opinion, is about. It's about finding these hidden gems that just click with you, that resonate with you for whatever reason. And today is gonna be the day where I talk about one of the players that really brought some enjoyment back to the game for me. And with Santi Cazorla, it's a bit personal. I'm a big fan of Santi Cazorla in real life. A lot of you guys don't know this, but the reason why I started this YouTube channel in general is because I tore my Achilles about 2 years ago, and my recovery process did not go normal. It was very complicated, and I was able to relate a lot to what Santi Cazorla went through. I mean, as you guys know, he tore his Achilles. He almost lost his leg. He was possibly never gonna walk again. The next thing you know, he's in team of the season in La Liga. It's just a very inspiring story. So I really relate to him. I really enjoy watching him in real life, and now I get to use a really good Santi Cazorla card in FIFA. So I'm really enjoying that part of the card. And when you look at this card, I mean, he's a very nice looking card. He's 5'6". He has high-low work rates. He's right-footed with 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. And when you look at this card, he looks like he could play in a variety of different positions. And then I read this post on Reddit where people were talking about playing him at striker, and it clicked in me. It clicked in my head. I was like, yo, let me give this guy a shot at striker. It absolutely changed the way this card performed in game for me, and that's why I'm making this review. All right, I played 4 games in Rivals with him yesterday when I was doing the Telles and Gabriel review, and he got 6 goals and 2 assists. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a favor and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video. So, when you look at Santi Cazorla, I mean, I'm just like, I'm surprised I never thought about playing him at striker. I mean, he has all the important stats to play at striker. I mean, I think truly his best position would be cam, but then his stamina is only 80, which wouldn't be good enough to last at cam. So playing him at striker, I think, is the next best option. I mean, he has the pace. His dribbling is absolutely mental. I mean, he's 5'6". He has 97 dribbling. He's bound to feel amazing in game. His passing and shooting are, of course, very good. And most importantly, he does have the 5-star weak foot. So when you look at this guy's card, he looks like a poor man's Butragueno. He looks like a poor man's player of the month, YEDDER. So that's why I think he would make a good striker. We're gonna see how he plays the striker for me when we jump into the gameplay. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the gameplay. I'm gonna take you over to our review specialist in the studios, One Star Weak Foot. Take it away. Thanks, One Star. So according to Footbin, this Santi Cazorla card is gonna be costing you 150,000 coins on the PS4 market. Is he worth it? I would have to say, if you're playing him at striker, absolutely. I can't think of many strikers at the top of my head that had the impact that he did when I used him. We're gonna break down the stats though, so you know exactly what to expect at home. So, first we're gonna talk about his pace. He has 87 pace, which of course, at this stage of the game is not top end, but at the same time, it's enough to keep the opposition honest. He has 90 acceleration. That, in conjunction with his dribbling, means that coming out of the skill moves, he just comes out very, very nice, very quickly, and it makes him very, very deceptive on the ball if you use him correctly. His 85 sprint speed, which was boosted to 90 with the basic chem style, was decent. All right, I would say he actually was able to beat the defensive line more times than not, but at the same time, when he was in behind, I wouldn't really keep on sprinting with him. He just doesn't have the physical, the body type, or the top end pace to stay in behind. Overall, this guy's pace is 8.5 out of 10. He feels very similar to player of the month YEDDER as far as pace goes. Next, we're gonna talk about this guy's shooting. And yo, this guy's shot really surprised me. I mean, of course, we're gonna talk about the 5-star weak foot. It makes him very unpredictable. It makes it more easy or easier to get a shot off from a good angle, because when the opponent can't predict which side you're gonna be shooting from, you're gonna be able to create better angles just off that. His finishing at 87. actually was very good. I think it was aided by the fact that he did have the 95 shot power. So when I got a shot off and it was on target, it was hitting the back of the net. And what I really noticed with this card is his finesse shot was very, very good. Very, very accurate and very powerful. I almost thought he had the finesse shot trait, but he doesn't. I'm not really sure why his finesse was popping for me so good, but it was. His attack positioning as well was flawless. I mean, he has 94 attack positioning. That was boosted to 99 with the basic chem style. And in game, I mean, the runs he was making was very nice. I had him set on balanced instructions in a 4-2-2 as a secondary striker. So he was operating as a playmaker as well as somebody who got in behind from time to time. And setting him on balance was pretty much the best thing I could have done. Letting the AI decide when to make the run, when not to make the run, the kinds of runs to make, being that he had such high attack positioning was really amazing. He really made really good runs. His long shots were very reliable as well. He has 93 long shots. And overall, this guy's shot is a 9 out of 10. He was surprisingly clinical. He's not going to be having the finishing of a top-end striker of this game, but he's about slightly below, and being that he has the 5-star weak foot, I think he's a very good finisher regardless. Next, we're going to talk about this guy's passing, and good lord, this guy's passing is flawless. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. He has 97 passing as his face stat, 98 vision, 98 short passing, 94 long passing, and in game, I mean, it definitely felt like that. This guy was a maestro, playing almost as like a false 9 for this team, and it just made him so hard to defend because he could shoot on either foot. He could pass, unlock a defense, and at the same time, his dribbling was flawless. So he's just a very well-rounded player in that regard. If you want a striker that could play make, if you want a false 9, if you want a cam, this guy's going to be your guy. His passing is a 9.75 out of 10. It is pretty much flawless. Next, we're going to talk about this guy's dribbling, and this is what really, I think made him a special card for me. His dribbling is insane. I know he only has 85 agility, but the rest of his dribbling stats are essentially maxed out, and he's 5'6". So the way that this guy felt on the ball was just second to none. If you've ever used Bernardo Silva from last year, his team of the season card, and you remember how smooth he felt on the ball, this is exactly how the Santi Cazorla feels this year. He feels so smooth, so nimble. He makes smaller circles than Ben Yedder. He makes smaller circles than Butragueño, who are the cards that I've been comparing him to. He just feels that much better on the ball than any Ben Yedder card on this game. That much better on the ball than any Butragueño card on this game. I just think it comes down to his body type and his actual dribbling stats. His close control is very, very nice, and because he has such a low center of gravity, he just becomes incredibly hard to dispossess. If you know how to skill, even if you don't know how to skill and know how to left stick dribble effectively, you're really gonna enjoy this card. Overall, this guy's dribbling is a 10 out of 10, one of the best dribblers I've used on this game. Next, we're gonna talk about this guy's physical and defending, and I didn't really get to defend much with this card. He has high-low work rates. I played him at striker, and I don't think you should be using him at the CDM or CM positions because of his stamina. But one thing I really did notice, if you play this guy at striker, his tackle is insane. I'm the kind of player who likes to press his opponent the moment to get the ball, and I was doing that with the Santi Cazorla card. I felt like people were surprised when he was just bodying them and taking the ball from them. I mean, his tackle for an attacking player, if you play him in that role, is going to be very nice, and at times going to be able to steal you a goal or two. His defensive capabilities as well also helps him getting those second chances. When it comes down to either him or a defender getting that loose ball, he gets that ball more times than other attackers on this game. His strength is 84, his aggression is 99, and that aggression really helps him, like I said, with the defensive side of the game, with the second chances, and everything like that. His shielding was surprisingly good for a short player, and yeah, his only flaw defensive and physical wise has to be his stamina. That's only 80. But once again, if you play him at the striker position, I do think you can mitigate that. Overall, his defending and physical is an 8 out of 10. All right, guys, so what's the final verdict on this card? Honestly, point blank period, if you want a cheap 5-star weak foot attacking player, this guy's an amazing card. I mean, he's pretty much the total package. I think his best position has to be cam or striker. And this guy really performed as well as Ben Yedder does for me. He really performed as well as Butragueño does for me. I was very surprised at everything he brought to the team. I mean, of course, his passing and dribbling is elite. There's no questioning that. But where he really surprised me was his finishing. I mean, his positioning, his finishing on both feet was something that I really enjoyed. And he did outperform a lot of strikers I've used in this price range. So overall, I
gotta give him a 9.25 out of 10. If you need a 5-star weak foot striker, which is very much the meta at this stage of the game, I think you should definitely try this card out. Alright guys, so that's going to be my Santi Cazorla at striker review. Hopefully you guys at home enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, later.